So welcome back to Rishi Quant Research. Yesterday I gave you some levels for Nifty 50. So as usual, before we move forward and I fetch you the levels for 21st of May, let's go and see how the levels for today has panned out. Okay, so I'll share my screen with you. Yes, I think you can see that. See, 23,500 and 23,620 have been these two levels have been key levels. Okay, and maybe 2 3 videos back I told you generally the day after the expiry is always a directional day, almost. Okay, so that's what happened. Market opened with a huge gap down. Okay, here you can see how much is the gap. It's what, almost minus 0.63%, 150 points, huge gap down. Generally the gaps are due to the overnight global market fluctuations. Okay, after our market closes, some western markets closes some western markets close after our market closes. So that's why the impact of that, generally Dow Jones and those western markets, that we get to see next day opening, in the next day Nifty opening. That's why the generally these gaps are due to the overnight global market fluctuations. Okay, and as you can see, today's whole session was kind of a fake breakdown. Okay, so gap down and the market trended upward. If you can just plot the regression line here, you can just see the trend. See, market trended upwards for the whole session. And how our key levels have panned out, just watch here. Market opened this, here you can see this is a rejection. This is where the buyers stepped in. See this long wick, this is where buyers stepped in, and with this candle market went about 23,500. Okay, and then at this point it kind of created a consolidation here, kind of created a consolidation. See, and after this candle market went to the next target, that is 23,620, and this was a retest because after this market went up and made a higher high. So it came down to retest our support 23,500. You can just check the retest here, 23,503.95 or 23,504, within 1 point. Market came down within 1 point as a retest. Here also, see, this is also a rejection. Okay, you can clearly see here this is a rejection. And what is this? This is a classic stop loss hunting. This is a classic stop loss hunting. Okay, so market came down to hunt the stop losses because after this the people made entry right here. Okay, and stop losses, SLs, they placed SLs around right about here, and then the institution stepped in and hunted down the stop loss. Market went up, and at around 11:45 market pierced through the 23,620, then again came down. Because see, when the are at about these levels, you cannot get the decisive candle right away. Okay, because these levels, let me frankly tell you, these levels are the most traded historical levels. These are not all the levels from past 15 days, 20 days, no. Because if you plot all the most traded levels of past 20 days, 30 days, you will get the jumbled and overcrowded key levels. So you have to, you know, reduce the key levels. Some lines become redundant. That's why you have to eliminate some levels and keep the significant levels only, the key levels which matters. So that's what the code does. See here, that's why we get the, see, sub resistance right here. Just see the resistance. This was a fake breakout resistance right about here. See, and again this hammer. See, at about 23,620. Okay, and then if the market has the momentum for the bullish sentiment, it will pierce through those resistances or support. So that's what had happened. And with this candle, after this, it created a kind of, let me plot it here, it created a kind of zone, resistance zone. At key level, market generally creates a resistance zone or support zone. Here also you can see resistance zone or support zone, and then with a decisive candle, and with decisive candle the market, if the market has the momentum for that particular sentiment, it will break above or break below the key level. So that's what had happened, and the market closed at 23,664.15. So key levels, which key levels worked out, panned out, valid today? This key level right here, see, and this was a stop loss hunting. Here, fake breakout, and right about here, valid resistance, right about here also. Okay, and after this candle became the decisive candle, and the market moved above the 23,620. So let me plot the volume. In fires you get the, volumes also. See, right here, the candle of breakout, and the volume, if you can see, it is below the moving average. This is just for the reference. Okay, the moving average, this moving average line does not already work. Okay, we will backtest that in our volume analysis video in couple of days. Okay, whether it works or not. Okay, otherwise all the volumes which are above moving average lines should give you a decisive move, either bearish or bullish, but it doesn't happen. Okay, so that's it. Price action is the key. That's how today's levels have panned out. Okay, so I'll delete these levels, and let me plot the levels for tomorrow. So let's go and run our code. 23,600. First is 23,600. First is 23,600. Okay, I'll put it in purple. And then 23,740, 780. 23,740, 23,780, and after this 940, 170. 23,940 and 24, 170. Okay, these are levels for the upside. And I've been telling you in my past videos, as I've been telling you, when these key levels are clustered together or so much close together, you can use this zone as a resistance or support zone. Okay, the cluster of closely spaced key levels will become a zone. Okay, you don't try to use these levels at an individual. Don't try to use these levels individually, because they are 40 points apart only. That's why better use this as a zone, resistance zone. Okay, and levels below 23,500 and 22,940. 23,500 and then 22,940. Sorry, 22,940. Okay, so that's what. Let me see the Bollinger Bands, higher levels. Okay, 1 hour. Okay, see the Bollinger Bands. Price is trying to be price is getting squeezed between these two levels. This is kind of zone. Price is trying to get squeezed between these two levels. Okay, so let's see tomorrow if this squeezing price breaks above or breaks below this squeezing or not. Okay, so we are not here to predict whether price will go up or go down. We have to, I'm been telling you, we have to be ready with what if analysis. If price breaks above, what are resistances or targets, and if it breaks below, what are the supports or targets. That's what we are going to do. So switch this off, and let's see how these levels pan out tomorrow. So that's it from my side today. Thank you.